Alright, update on JASMY. It looks like we're getting stopped out in this red box of resistance I had drawn in my previous video. I'd also mentioned that we were potentially in a bull flag here, which usually break to the upside, but as you can see we've broken below it as of now. Now oftentimes we'll have fake outs that break the trend line and then the price shoots back up into the pattern, consolidates before actually moving up to the upside. The only problem with this is we're getting very close to the apex, so that means JASMY has to make a decision point here within the next few days, whether to break out bearish or bullish. Turn on the EMA ribbon and the Ichimoku cloud, you can see that we have broken below the cloud on the hourly time frame. We've also turned the EMA ribbon red. The spread is widening and we have broken the 200 EMA. So at least on the smaller time frames, it's not looking great. We could very well end up trading sideways throughout this range, something like this, a parallel channel, and see the price bounce from this low to this high to this low to this high before eventually making a decision. Now, parallel channels are usually continuation patterns, so if we do see something like this, it could very well break out to the upside. The biggest thing to watch out for would be a retest of this cloud depending on how thick it is and where it is as the price action moves down, if it continues to move down. If you haven't watched my video on how to use the Ichimoku cloud, I'll link it at the end of this video. But if we do see a bounce off of this red line and a strong rejection off the cloud, there could be an even higher likelihood that we continue a move down. Move to the 4-hourly chart for JASMY and clean this up a little bit. You can see we have broken below the EMA ribbon, but it looks like we're currently trying to find support at the top of the green Ichimoku cloud. 200 EMA is starting to catch up with the bottom of this, so we could very well see a move to the bottom of this cloud before shooting back upwards. Take a fib retracement from this low to this high. The 0.5 level actually lines up perfectly with the bottom of this Ichimoku cloud. So here in the next couple days, I would definitely keep an eye on this 3-cent level. In my opinion, if we break much below this, really the only support we'll have is the 618 level. But at that point, we'll be so far below the Ichimoku cloud, the EMA ribbon, and the 200 EMA that we could likely go back to the 786 level. Because at that point, all of these indicators will be providing resistance instead of support. So for us to even think about breaking this red box, we would have to break through all of this resistance yet again. In my opinion, we'll probably come back down to this 0.5 level, continue trading sideways for a few days or weeks before potentially blowing through this red box. And this also depends on what the rest of the market is doing at the time. Right now, the Bitcoin pair is getting squeezed. You can see that we have flipped the EMA ribbon resistance. So we have resistance here and support here with the bottom of the cloud and this 200 EMA. As the EMA ribbon starts to come down, it'll start squeezing this even more. So we could definitely see a decision being made here within the next few days. If we take a fib retracement on the Bitcoin pair, you can see something very similar. The half level is lining up with the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud and the 200 EMA. So to sum things up, we are broken bearish currently out of this bull flag. We could very well be seeing something like a sideways trading channel forming here, which would probably be the best case scenario for this. And again, if we move much below this red line, which is where the 0.5 level is, we could see a move down to the 618. So this is all I have for JASMY today. This is not financial advice, and happy trading.